So, holy wow, what is this? I want to thank very much Hopeless Peaches. I commissioned her recently to help me out because this is something I want to do, and I realized, holy crap, the month is almost done, and I want to do this challenge for May instead of Mermay, and I sort of needed talk sprites to do so. And my workload is very big and crazy right now. So, because of that, I haven't had time to draw out and make my own talk sprites. Weirdly enough, I know this might sound odd, for me the longest process has always been the sketching. It's always been sketching. And so it's so much easier and faster for me to color things here and there between things while I'm working on owed work, commission, NDA, stuff like that. And so because of that, I just want to say, because they don't look like they're in my normal style, Hopeless Peaches did the sketches, I did the coloring, and let's just get into the point of this video and why there's talk sprites. So, hi, this is something I've talked about literally for years, and I've technically recorded audio for a review that will be going up very soon, where I'm also going to be using these talk sprites for it, to where when I do eventually make my own talk sprites, I'll interchange between the Peaches ones and my own, and when I do Peaches, ooh, dirty, when I do use Peaches stuff, I'm definitely going to make sure that I credit her, because credit is a good friend. So, you guys must know, if you've been here a while, I like books. I like stories, and I like reading. I didn't used to, but I really do. And, well, you know, there's a very big, very popular, famous art challenge that comes around in the art community in the month of May. And of course, me being me, I'm not gonna do it! I really can't. It sucks, but I've been trying to get my queue down for so long, and so that's what I'm focusing on May. May is going to be a very hardcore work month for me. It is the start of the summer, and with everything going on, a lot of my plans originally changed for my summer plans, and so because of that, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do another challenge, one that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I want to do on this channel. I've wanted to do it before, and again, I've just always never had the time, never did this and that, but I'm going to do it. And this time, like perfect Michi fashion, I'm actually a month late, because I didn't even know about this challenge and this little event that goes on once a month not once a month, technically it's twice a year, little booktube community event. This is not going to turn into a booktube channel. I will still have my normal, regularly scheduled Wednesday talk videos or topic videos, so don't worry about that. That's not changing. These are going to be just extra things sprinkled in because I really want to complete a challenge. I haven't completed one since like Inktober of like 2015 or something like that, and honestly, I think a big reason why I don't tend to finish a lot of art challenges, sadly, is because I have to do a lot of freelance work for my job. And because of that, it's hard to balance work that I actually get paid for and doing a fun art challenge that I'm doing for fun. So, in my off time, I thought, well, I'm reading a lot more, and I'm playing games a lot more, and I'm listening to audiobooks a lot more. Why don't I just do that? So that way we can have some fun with that. So, we're going to be working on the O.W.L.s challenge. Now, originally this is supposed to go up in April, but I discovered this challenge by the second week of April, so I couldn't hop on it with all the cool booktube kids who were doing it, but I found a few people doing it, and so I'm like, oh, I really want to do that, and who's really saying that it has to happen in a single month? So next year I'll obviously be doing it in the proper month, but I should also say, as a little update as well here to my vlog channel, mostly from what I see people when they do the O.W.L. challenge, they end up having it be where they vlog that entire week, which I liked doing weekly vlogs. I used to do them pretty often, and sadly I recently did some audio for it, and I recorded and I vlogged for an entire week, and until I get my new computer, they're just not happening. They're not happening. And I don't know what it is with my camera. My camera's old, but it shoots in like 720 HD, and for a basic vlog, I think that's pretty decent. But for some reason, Premiere won't take it. And I've said it before, if the editing takes more than 2 hours, it ain't worth it for me. I know that sounds really lazy, but this is stuff I do for fun and some extra side cash. And because of that, spending more than 2 hours on things and a lot of hard drive space and a lot of stuff like that on something I'm not getting paid for, when that is time I could be using, you know, getting work done. I'd rather be getting work done. So I've also tried vlogging on my phone, and my phone camera sucks, because I've also had my iPhone for a very long period of time. So pretty much until I get my new computer and I figure things out, my vlog channel's kind of dead in the water, which sucks, but it's just how it's got to be for right now. It's not dead, because I do want to do it again. It's just I have to either eventually, when things aren't crazy, get a new camera and or find a way to, like, fix it with my phone, so... I won't be vlogging it this time, but next year I'll probably be vlogging it. So anyway, what I'll be doing is I will be doing the book challenges for it, and each video will have a book review, and then at the end of the month, once I finish the challenge, I will do a summary of how I felt about it, things I've done. Certain things I won't talk about in the reviews. I'll probably also have spoiler talks in there too. And so let's just get into it. So the O.W.L.s was created by... crap, I'm gonna have her username on screen, because I heard about it from Emma Books and, oh god, I don't remember. I remember from a couple of booktubers I found recently, but pretty much it's based off of the O.W.L.s from Harry Potter, because I'm Harry Potter trash too. Hi, Slytherin house in the house. But anyway, what was happening was she went out of the way, and she went above and beyond. Holy crap. I'm going to link everything in the description down below, and I'll have it above my normal little, like, my stuff, because I want people to look at it, because she went all out, and I'm not going to be going too in-depth with it, because then we'd be here for 1,000 years, and I don't want to be here for 1,000 years. So, pretty much how it works is, it's a monthly reading challenge, where you have to get your O.W.L.s graded. And so you pick a class for your, like, wizarding job, and because it's my first ever time trying a challenge like this, just a normal reading challenge, I decided to pick Culinary Sorcerer, because it sounds like it's up my alley, and I can probably get a couple of fun art pictures out of it. And it's also because it's one of the easier classes to pick. I know it's kind of lame, but you know what? I'd rather have it to where I only have to read... I believe I put 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 books down. Then, like, some of them where you have to read, like 10 in a month. And by that, they're usually pretty big books. So, I picked Culinary Sorcerer, and the key traits are creativity, taste, ability to improve upon feedback, which means, take criticism and learn from it. And I was like, yeah, it feels pretty much me. And I like cooking, and I do believe in kitchen magic. So, I was like, that's perfect. So, the books I needed to do was for... I needed to get a book in arithmancy, charms, and herbology. Now, again, in the PDF down below and all the stuff linked down below, they're going to go into, like, in-depth for what everything means. But I did write a couple things down here on my paper ASMR. So just, also, so it was easier for me than, like, carrying my iPad over to my bookcase, because I technically have 2, and picking stuff off the shelf. And this is also getting me to read books on my bookcase that I've wanted to read for a long time that I haven't read. So... let's get into it. So, arithmancy is the magical qualities of number 2, balance and opposite. So, read something outside of your favorite genre, out of your comfort zone, pretty much. And for that, I picked The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and it's by Lee. I didn't write the whole author's name, but it's a contemporary non-fiction comedy, I believe, from what I've heard. It came in an owl crate, and I was going to actually, like, not read it. I was going to donate it to my library, but a couple booktubers were saying it was really funny, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what, I'll keep it, and it's been sitting on my shelf for, like, over a year now, and I'm sitting here like, I don't think I'm ever going to read that. And so when I got arithmancy, I was like, oh, of course. But hey, it's a reading challenge. You got to read out of your comfort zone. And fun fact about me, I don't like non-fantasy, non-urban, supernatural stories unless they're like, true crime. But other than that, I usually don't like those kind of stories. And it's a period piece, so I do like period pieces. So that's the one I picked for arithmancy. Then after that, I have C, which was charms, which was Lumos Maxima. You have to pick a book with a white cover. Again, pretty limited here. My bookcase isn't as big as a lot of booktubers people's are. But I had 2 books to pick from, and it was Winterwood or The Bone House. And I picked The Bone House because I have the Owl Crate edition, so it has a white cover, and it seems more like my kind of cup of tea. And The Bone House is by Emily Lloyd Jones. And if you guys want, I don't tend to read summaries. I'm actually a big fan of not reading summaries. I kind of like to go into books pretty blind. Covers and titles catch me. I might read the first paragraph of a book, or I'll actually flip it to the end and read the last paragraph of a book. I don't like reading a lot of summaries for books, fun fact, because when I often read summaries for books, I realize that a lot of them are very spoilery nowadays. And so because of that, I just don't really read them. Perfect example was my incident with Crescent City, which will be going up when I do my Crescent City review, which I already had the audio done again. I was waiting on my talk sprites, and so I'm like, but now I have talk sprites, so that'll be up pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoy that. And so that was my issue with that. So the next one after that I have is H, which is Herbology, which is, and I'm going to definitely butcher this, Mimbasis smembilatona. See, told you I was going to butcher it. Title starts with an M or has a plant on the cover. I added that has a plant on the cover because it's Herbology plants. And I've seen other people do that where they're like, oh, I have a plant on the cover. And I went through the list to like find one that like that because I heard people saying that. Couldn't freaking find it anywhere. And so I added that. So I technically wrote 2 down for that. If I finish the whole list, then I'll go back and I'll read another one for the M. So the book I picked for that is The Ruins by Scott Smith. The Ruins is a horror movie that I saw in 2008 with my dad that was beautiful and trashy and right up my alley for good cheese. It also has, what's his name? It has Iceman from the original X-Men movies in it. And I remember me as a kid was like, oh, it's Iceman! So that's fun. And that one I already know a little bit about because I've seen the 2008 movie, but I bought the book like 3 years ago because the book came out a long time ago. When I found out it was based on a book, I never knew it was. And so I'm like, ooh, I wanna read that. I want to see how that's different. And so when I do the Ruins book, I'm actually going to be comparing it to the movie. So I'm gonna have the review, and then depending on how long my review is, if it's a really short review, then I'll do a review and the comparison to the movie in that video. And if it's a long review, then I'll do the review and then I'll do a comparison like as a little extra later on. But that's something I'm really excited for. And then for a book with an M in the title, I picked Matched by Ali Condi is what I wrote. I hope I'm saying it right. Matched is actually a book I bought years ago. I bought Matched back in like 2012 or 2013 when I went to visit my buddy Andra in Oregon, and the book called out to me and I bought it and I started reading it. I got about halfway through it and then I just never finished it. Don't remember why, I just never finished it. So for M on the cover, that's what it counts. So if I finish all the other books on my list, then I am definitely going to go to Matched, so that way I do technically do it. But if I don't get to it, I don't get to it, and I'm counting The Ruins because there's plants on the cover, and it's a book literally about killer plants, and so I'm like, ooh, sign me up. And then we have Potions, which is Shrinking Solution, which is the easiest one, pretty much, is you have to find a book that's under 150 pages. So for that, I picked If It Bleeds by Stephen King, because I found out Stephen King was making a book coming out this month, and this month is in the month of April, but I'm doing this in May. The challenge is in May. Didn't know my boy was making a new book, let alone a book that was 4 novellas in one book, and so the cheater in me is like, I'm going to buy the book anyway, and it's 4 novellas, and novellas are usually considered short stories, so that's what I'm counting for that. So I will be doing If It Bleeds by Stephen King, but that one I know for a fact I'm doing on Audible because I have an Audible credit coming up, and I heard they got different authors to narrate it, so I'm excited for that. And for the narration, I'm probably going to do like 2 stories for the challenge, or let me know down below if you guys would rather have me do the whole book, because I'm gonna read the whole freaking book. I'm not gonna just read like 2 of the novellas and then be done with it. I'm gonna read the whole book. But let me know if you want just the novellas for the challenge for the review video, or if you want me to do the whole book, because that'll also change the title, because If It Bleeds is only 1 story in that novella thing. And then an extra book that I'm reading this month, because I have to read it before my Libby app gets rid of it, is The Bone Witch. I started reading that recently, so I'm kind of hoping I can finish that within the next couple days. So, because it's pretty interesting from what I'm getting it. So, this would be where if I was a cool kid, I would shill out an Audible subscription or sponsor, but I don't have that. So, Audible, I've been using you for years. Come on, help a girl out. But anyway, I like audiobooks when I work, and so Audible is great. You hear about it everywhere, but I'm going to give you a free solution, at least in the US, because I don't know how it is in other countries. And all you need is either your cell phone or your phone number, and this is not sponsored. They did not tell me about it. I finally found out about it, and it's called the Libby app. And the reason why I'm telling you guys about this is because it helps out your local library, and you get free audiobooks and free books. Well, they're ebooks, but they're free. And you get, I believe, at least from what my app said, because I have an actual library card. Yes, you need a physical library card, or I believe you can use your phone number and your area code, and it goes off of the library in your town. So you get 5 free ebooks a month and 5 free audiobooks a month. And you download them to your phone, and you can actually use the Kindle app through it, which is really cool, because I also have the Kindle app, because, you know, I'm a book slut. And so because of that, I was able to actually read The Bone Witch, and I'm reading it technically in my Kindle app, so it's going on my Goodreads. But because of that, I get it for X amount of days, and then after, I believe it's about a month, then it just gets off your system. So it is like a library, you know, you're borrowing books and audiobooks, and so that way you can have books to read and to listen to while you're working or while you're doing that from the comfort of your own home, because this is a trying time and we're trying to do our best. And I always want to help people out, because I know not everybody can afford an Audible subscription, or I believe Scribd is like another one that's coming out. And even I had to like limit my Audible subscriptions to every month. I think I get a thing every 3 months, because life is kind of hard. And I also have a lot of books on Audible and physical and even digital that I haven't read yet. So with Libby, I've been able to like actually like do more reading in my free time, and it's really fun. And I want to help you guys out, because, you know, again, I like alternatives, and they don't sponsor me, so I don't have to be like, hey, only use this service. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you like my talk sprites. I hope, as always, that you will check out Peaches and help her out as well as be excited for the new book challenges and the talk sprite videos that I'm working on the side, because I'm very excited. I am. I love my normal topic videos, but this is something I've wanted to do for so long, and it's finally happening. You know, let your dreams become creations. So anyway, thank you as always to my Patreon patrons. Without you guys, it would be not possible at all. Every little bit helps. And then I will go into my normal thing. So, as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye.